This is the video game Modern Tanks. This is a tank battle game that is focused primarily on the battle. So basically, when you play the game, you get into the battle immediately. The battles are quick combat. You're constantly going to be fighting. You don't have to find the enemy. They're all visible on the minimap. It's every man for himself. And you get to respawn. You don't have to worry so much about how you equip it or camouflage. The options are there, but it's very limited, and you really don't need to do it. The maps are very small, so it is focused on just getting into a battle and just fighting. If you just want to play the game, you just want to launch the game, get into battle, start fighting immediately, shoot around, destroy a tank, go after the next tank, etc. This is the game for you. I actually like the concept of how simple it is. There's a large number of vehicles. You do have to start near the bottom. I did purchase this particular vehicle. It's going to take you a bit of time to get all these vehicles. You really got to save up a lot of silver. If you want to get the higher tier vehicles, you're probably going to have to put some cash down. You see, I got 16,000 silver. You're looking at like 5 million silver to get some of the higher tier tanks. The options to make purchases. This says it's free, but you have to make a purchase in order to get it. You see that you get these gold coins. It's $50, so it's not a cheap game. They do have some cheap options where it's only $2 for 44 gold, but I have the feeling that that's not going to last very long. So it's not a cheap game, although it is free to play. It is similar to another game called Tank Force. Tank Force is a little bit more in-depth. This is a very simple game. This is like a beginner-level tank battle game where you just get into the battle and you just shoot at everything you see, like an arena. You don't have to scout anything. The maps are not that detailed. You're not going to find bridges and rivers and complex spotting positions or anything like that. And everything, like I said, the interface is very simple. You don't have to worry so much. You don't have to worry about a tech tree or upgrading your equipment. I don't even think there's an option to upgrade your equipment. So it's just very basic. You buy the tank, and that's your tank. And when you're ready to move up to the next tank, you move up to the next tank. Very simple game. This is, again, free to play. So if you know someone who likes to play other games and is just a beginner, like a teenager, young teen, you want them to get into a game, but you don't want them to share your account, this is the one to do it. They just got to load up the game and hit the battle button, which is over here on the right. And I'm going to show you, okay, we got some maps over here. But we'll just go in. It should get into the battle very quickly. Here it is. Doesn't have a lot of in-game features. You got to be a little bit careful. You see on the mini-map there's 3 other players. It's as simple as that. Eventually, they're going to come into view. There's one right there. And there he is, and you just start firing at him. And you can see it looks like his gun is pointed in another direction. The interface is very simple. In fact, the interface is somewhat similar to the game Tank Force. I don't know if it's the same manufacturer or not. See, a lot of players have spawned in lately. But that's basically it. Considering it's a free-to-play game, if you're new to tank battles and you just want to learn how the keyboard commands work and a little bit about firing and looking at the map and positioning, or if you have a beginner who wants to do it, then this is obviously the game. Okay, if you have any questions or comments, please post below.